There we go. Okay, let's see. Might have to turn it down slightly. There we go. Oh, right. Okay. First, congrats. Bro is indeed live in 2026. Imagine. Yo, good luck. Thanks for the good luck. I'll do some practice and then I need to do practice commentary. Buenos, mi Gio, ¿cómo andas? Es el penúltimo stream que voy a hacer antes de irme a México. Con los pies. Yo también. Qué coincidencia, ¿eh? Lunes, el lunes. Emoción. Nervios. Ansiedad. Ya sabes. Especialmente porque viajar. Los viajes internacionales son muy normalmente problemáticos. Y también en los aeropuertos son agentes de ICE. Pero especialmente me hace ilusión ir afuera de mi país para relajarme. Va a ser bien y rápido, sí. Cuando llego a México, no voy a preocuparme. O sea, no voy a estar preocupado. You really need to get something off your chest? Oh, don't worry. Just know that the commentary is going to be mostly in Spanish. But you are still free, especially while I'm, what's it called? While I'm practicing, don't worry about it. Do I know any cool Spanish movies or songs? Not really, no. What is on your mind? Buenas, tropitas. Gracias por la suerte. Yeah, Mate, speak freely, brother. ¿Cómo andas, tropitaz? Pues mañana también voy a hacer un stream con una amiga. Damn. I mean, if you want my... Buenas, Isaac. Gracias por la suerte. ¿Cómo estás? If you want my honest opinion about that... a lot of those things... If you want my honest opinion, the opinion on that is really like... Instead of taking away... like the thing that you are addicted to, it's a lot better to take away the source of the addiction or the reason to do so. Okay. Ooh. No suena bien. Más verduras. Pues claro. Pues no hay que preocuparse. Porque ten en cuenta que la mayoría de lo que va a pasar normalmente no va a realizar. Normalmente. Pero obviamente hay que cuidarse la salud mental y mental y físico. Algo así. Well, that's what I mean is that, the source is not the thing that you're addicted to. The source is actually the, a process in your brain. Because what's gonna happen, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, is that most likely you will find something else to be addicted to and you'll go into the exact same cycle. Boom. Vaya. Hacen frías mis manos. Whether to cancel the account's deletion and reinstall the game's demos. Exams are soon. Yeah, that's what I mean, is that if you need to find a means to control your own like your own brain. Because when you allow something to consume you, there's something else going on. It's not the things themselves, and the things that are happening shouldn't be wait a minute. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It's always a different process. Probably what you need is therapy. Because it will happen again, and it will not be good. Pues bueno, tropitas, espero que... puedes calmarte temprano, no sé exactamente cómo se... qué debo decir. Pero bueno. The old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds. I mean, I'm not one to talk about, like, self-improvement stuff, whatever, because, like, the thing is I was up very late last night discussing, cartoons with a friend. Instead of going to bed. And I woke up at 8. I've only had 5 hours of sleep. Tienes que comer bien. Claro que sí. Como literalmente todo el mundo, ¿eh? Pues... yo también, porque normalmente... como casi exclusivamente la carne. Me gustan las verduras, pero normalmente no las como. Sí, las zanahorias son muy buenísimas para la salud. Para la salud, ¿eh? That's a W? I don't know if that's a W. I never mastered childhood games. I never cared. Cared enough to get good at some, that's it. ¿Qué es la carne? Como... pues como mucha carne. Un montón de carne. ¿Por qué me gusta la carne? Pues claro. Mierda. Yo, Jet, thanks for wishing me to have a good stream. I mean, you'll find it very odd. I may be a speedrunner who's gotten lots of world records and stuff, but I'm not a very competitive person. At least under most circumstances. And very few of said circumstances involve video games. Pues el problema mío, literalmente, es que como mucho. Demasiado. Así que tengo que comer menos. Y ya. Lo peor es que me gustan los dulces. Pero aquí, en los Estados Unidos, por los ingredientes, no me gustan tantos. Pero en Japón era un problema. Cada día chocolate, pan de chocolate. La leche. Pues por eso, como muchos norteamericanos, soy gordo. Pero bueno. También soy muy fuerte. Es el azúcar. Claro. No es tan fácil. Helado. Uf. También me gusta el helado. Especialmente el helado de chocolate. Porque me gusta chocolate. I don't want to waste la cocaína. ¿Cómo? What is bro talking about? I mean, I play retro games at 31. By the way, I turned 31. Dos, tres, cuatro, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 6, 18, 20, 22, 24. Hijo de la gran puta. Ok. Gracias por la suerte. Yo. 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, thanks for the late, for the belated birthday wish. Is having low self-esteem narcissistic trait? No. I mean, what does that make me? Playing retro games at 31? Yeah, it's the other way around. Motherfucker. You know, flowers. I'm practicing. We can use English right now. When I start doing runs, I will likely be doing nothing but Spanish, though. Yeah, once I start doing runs, because okay, so the idea is, since next week is my run, it's in 6 days. I do need to practice commentary, but I'm just practicing right now, so I don't mind. Pues es que estoy pensando en ¿cómo se dice? En hablar sobre un tema, pero es que no quiero que los angloparlantes sepan lo que voy a decir. No es que es algo importante, porque no es algo cultural o algo así, pero el problema es que quiero esconderlo. Em, pues es que si hablo sobre este tema, podéis prometerme que no vais a escribir nada en el chat. ¿O qué? técnicamente es un chisme. No es la trama. No es nada negativo. Pero... pero es algo escondido. Suerte, gracias por la suerte. Me cago en todo. What the fuck? That works. Prometido. Ok. Podéis reaccionar, pero... es que... y creo que también Flowers puede entenderme. Porque sabe un poco de español. Hoy, PB, quién sabe. Y así que esto... voy a decir muy lento. Por favor, si me entendieras. Entenderás. No escribas nada en el chat, ¿ok? Ok. So, he mencionado que voy a hacer un stream mañana, ¿verdad? Con una amiga. Pero el chisme es que casi somos novios, ¿ok? Pero es que no sabe español, pero sabe inglés. Así que no quiero que alguien cuente nada hasta que confesione. Es el chisme. Ahora mismo es que no le he confesionado, pero es que a ver, ¿ok? La verdad es que estoy esperando el momento perfecto para confesar, pero es que es obvio, literalmente es obvio es casi obvio que nos queremos, pero y quizás si os venís al stream de mañana, vais a... ¿cómo se dice? Vais a daros cuenta. Pero bueno. Eso es todo. Es el chisme. Plus 1 point for that one, yeah. Also, that is a secret. I'm not gonna say what I was just talking about. Pero lo peor es que, y lo que me da ansiedad literalmente es que quizá será obvio, ¿eh? Podéis mandarme mensajes por Discord si queréis saber más. Y también no sé si... si viene a mis streams. Pero sé que no sabe español. Y ahora mismo no está despierta. Pues sí, podéis enviarme mensajes para saber más. Pero el plan es hacerlo. Cuando regreso. Slate, no digas nada. Thanks for the good luck. Shouldn't be that bad. I don't think so. I missed both gems. That's crazy. No, es que es late. He contado al chat el chisme que te dije, técnicamente. Y es que no quiero que... alguien reaccione. You already woke up? Okay. No. And you're gonna practice for your H4 run? Damn. That's crazy. Good luck. Pues sí, es el chisme. In about 49 minutes, damn. I don't say a lot of words. You're going to start the marathon. Damn. That was actually my very first marathon ever. I started the marathon. And I was like, huh? There were like 100 people. It was the first time I saw so many people in a chat at one time. It was something. Just help somehow? Yeah. Now, you're ever gonna be in? Or that you ever have been in? Yeah, okay. So, my advice, by the way... So, my advice, by the way, for, like, Spanish... By the way, if you can still respond in English when I start doing runs. If you'd like to interact still, because it is still better if you're trying to actually, like... be able to respond. You can respond in English, just don't make it a habit. Because stage 1 is just being able to respond, stage 2 is respond correctly. It takes a long while. It do be hard, yep. Spanish is also difficult to build sentences, because you have so much you have to pay attention to. It takes a while. Am I nervous to travel to a third world country? Not really. I'm more scared of leaving my own country than I am going to Mexico. The worst part is I am more scared of leaving my own country. Like, with what's been fucking going on, I don't know if I'm going to get harassed at the airport. Glitchless categories? I do not. But that's also because there are no glitchless categories that interest me. Outside of the whole semantic argument, because I hate the semantic argument of glitchless categories, typing a language you're confident in, well, there you go. Because defining what a glitch is stupid. But if there is ever a glitchless category that interests me, I will play it. But I generally am not interested in glitchless categories. Chronos Glitchless 2025 stream. Yep. And it's always the same argument, too. Glitchless categories don't always need to be a thing, because if the run is boring, nobody will run it. It has to be fun. Like, Rayman 3, for example, does have a, quote, I mean, it has a glitchless category, which, by the way, I actually, like, argued getting a trick into it. Fun fact, but anyways, that is actually a decently cool category. It's cool, it's kind of fun, but if it's not cool and it's not fun, it shouldn't be there. If it's cool and it's fun, it should be there. But most of the time, they're just not very fun. And the most people that will run them are glitchless Andes. And they don't run for very long, and they usually don't get very good at the games. Why even have glitchless for speedrunning? If it's fun, it's fun. But that's the thing. 1, 2, 3. Like, the thing is what a lot of what it boils down to is a lot of people, which I'm not saying that the majority of them, but a lot of them that want glitchless don't want to learn anything about the game itself. Yeah. One, 2, 3. Like, I've been down this block 100 times. Just gotta deal with the bullshit. But I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm not really gonna go to too many places. I don't have enough money to do so. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough money to, like, go to places, so I'm there to relax, get away from everything, and then do the charity run, hang out with people, practice my Spanish, and then go home. Basically. Also, in case anybody wanted to know why, because I know some people are gonna be like, why is glitchless so hated? I pretty much just laid it out. Did I forget to grab this gem in the... I may have forgotten to grab this gem. No, I don't think so. No, there's no way. Okay. It is, yeah, it is pointless unless it has a point. There's a lot of people who are in the camp that say, that glitchless is the true category and want to police how people play. There's the people that don't feel like learning stuff, and there's people who feel like, who want to add more fun. But a lot of these, I wouldn't say they're unprecedented, but they tend to not, like, matter. In the grand scheme of things, usually these kinds of things don't matter too much. Because as an arbitrary thing that we do with speedrunning, the best thing to do is to make sure that something makes sense to do, and it is fun. It has to make sense, it has to be fun, and people have to be motivated to do it. If you don't satisfy these categories, it's just never going to become a thing. But a lot of people say that, oh, well, glitchless is a different way to play, and it's like, yeah, but is it fun? I can't believe I just died to that. That's crazy. Pero sí, lo peor es que lo que me da más miedo es salir de mi país. Menos de estar en un país del tercer mundo. Imaginaos. Literalmente, imaginaos. Y lo que me da más miedo, literalmente, es salir de mi país. En vez de estar en un país con menos seguro que mi propio país. Try to speak less English there. I'm not going to be speaking... I'm not going to be speaking much English when I'm there. Maybe I will with Alex when I want to say something private. Why did I get so much height there? Okay. Why are you lagging? I want to know why you're lagging. That's better. I'm going to the US in 5 years approximately. Good luck, I guess. Taka. Swimming coach classes? You're gonna become a coach? I know you're an athlete, but you're saying... I didn't know that was your... Oh. You know what? That makes a lot more sense than what... Sion was saying. Come along! Okay. I will try to do commentary in Spanish soon. Gotta build that confidence. Yeah, the idea is just to kind of like get some practice in with commentating in Spanish. I mean, when I'm in Mexico and I'm speaking Spanish a lot to like Alex and such, I probably won't need it, but it's still, yeah, it's mostly just for confidence. It's almost entirely for confidence. I know I can do it, it's just that, well, you know, it's that little bit of anxiety. Should be chill. I mean, Alex is going to be doing most of the talking. But I still want to be able to get in certain things, and add to the dynamic, because I'm not just there to, I'm not just there to run, I'm there to commentate too. Especialmente porque la mujer va a estar, va a ver el stream también. XDD, or as Sion would say, XPP. XPP. Okay, I fixed that problem now. I know how to do that. Hey! Almost fucked that up. But you want to improve your English more in your written English, buh. Creo que no. Pero... ¿Pero qué? ¿Para qué? Los lugares... Ah... ¿A dónde irán? Ok, ok, ok. Mm, em, no, no te entendí bien. Ok. No. em, pero no estoy planeando em, irme a lugares, a tantos lugares, pero bueno. em, Voy a quedarme unos 8 días. Una semana. Yep. La siguiente semana, sí. La semana que viene. More positives, the better. Yep. ¿En serio? A dos amigos, vale. Pues a ver, Slate. Puedes escribir en inglés como quieras, pero voy a responderte en español después. You'll be lurking either way. You're gonna be playing with some friends. Have fun. Thanks for the good luck. Después de este nivel, porque voy a empezar la run con comentarios en español. Anthony's just in the worst possible fucking spot, because of course he is. Easy. I got ball glitched twice today. Okay. Ok, vamos a empezar. O sea, al menos, aunque no voy a, ¿cómo se dice? No voy a practicar la introducción, pero voy a intentar explicar cosas del juego. Ok. Obviamente, particularmente los trucos y algo así. Ok. Voy a grabar. Buenas, ¿no? Un saludo de la comarca lagunera. ¿Qué es eso? Ok. Pues acaso de... si alguien no sabe qué, qué hago aquí, literalmente es que salto al punto en que no estoy en la cabeza del gusano para hacer un salto más largo. Para morirme, para salvar tiempo, o sea, ahorrar tiempo. Y normalmente cuando es una zona del norte de México, ok, vale. Pues normalmente hay, ¿cómo se dice? Planchazos. No recuerdo exactamente cómo se dice en español. Pero el body slam, normalmente lo que hago yo es... normalmente hay una manipulación de la cámara para... para cambiar el hitbox de Crash. Pues normalmente Crash gira su cabeza por encima. Y eso puedes... ¿Cómo se dice? Llegar, puedo decir. Llegar a plataformas que normalmente no puedes... puedes subir. Y normalmente en este juego, cuando deslizas, no se puede controlar de dónde ir Crash. Así que normalmente, pues mientras llegar a alcanzar está bien, vale. Gracias, Dark Soul. Pero es que tened en cuenta que cuando deslizas, o sea, mientras deslizando puedes girar, pero al punto que pulsa el botón A para saltar, no se puede controlar Crash. Con una excepción en que Crash está al borde. O sea, no recuerdo exactamente cómo se dice ledge, pero si no haces un slide jump, se puede controlar los slide jumps que están en el aire. Por alguna razón. Pero si haces un slide jump, es literalmente un storage para hacer un long jump. No se puede controlar los slide jumps en el aire, pero sí, si no, puedes hacerlo. Pero normalmente no lo hacemos mucho. O sea, tanto. Y aquí salto una escena. Ahorra 7 segundos. Y normalmente me meto la cámara para que no gira. Porque normalmente gira y Crash se puede meterse en la escena. Es la razón por la que me quedo un poco sin moverme. Ahorra 7 segundos. Y es que los hitboxes de Crash literalmente son casi lo mismo que las animaciones del modelo de Crash. Así que sus brazos literalmente tienen hitboxes para que toque literalmente todo. Las gemas, las cajas, ya sabéis. Y aquí es el inicio de, ¿cómo se dice? Skunky Skip. En que saltamos 2 o 3 escenas y podemos hacer hover skip después. En que vamos a ver. Perfecto, perfecto. Pero lo peor es que, aunque os realiza literalmente perfectamente, si Crash está cerca de Cortex, Cortex va a saltar a Crash y el juego se bloquea. Por alguna razón, no sabemos por qué, pero se llama Asslock. Es que hay una probabilidad en que si alcanzas hover skip, no puede continuar. No puedes continuar porque el juego literalmente está hecho como la mierda. Asslock, sí. Pues es porque normalmente cuando hay Asslock, la cámara está literalmente en el culo de Cortex. Por eso se llama Asslock. O sea, bloquea de culo. Y aquí hay ciclos, pero es que es difícil saber los ciclos. Uf. Ok. Pues el gran salto lo llamamos Sonic 06. Porque literalmente se parece. Pues es que la historia, pues hay una cuenta en que alguien se llama Pete the Player estaba hablando sobre el juego de Sonic de de 2006. Pues obviamente sabéis el juego en cuestión, ¿eh? Y es que literalmente, al mismo tiempo, le pasó este gran salto. Y por eso, literalmente, toda la comunidad ya lo llama el Sonic 6. Y también se llama literalmente la región de Sonic 6. Pues la razón por la que realiza este bug es que Crash está en dos cajas al mismo tiempo. Y así que tiene el momento de dos saltos de las cajas. Así que tiene un... Os realiza un salto muy grande. Con eso podemos hacer un skip que se llama Crystal Crazy Skip, en que podemos saltar una escena y un fight con las hormigas, pero lo peor es que es literalmente random, porque depende de los coordenados. Las coordenadas en que literalmente cambian cada frame, cada cuadro. Así que es imposible manipular la posición de Crash y Cortex para que hacer más consistente el truco. Es que ahorra 20 segundos en 100%, pero no merece la pena, obviamente, porque es que a veces puedes hacerlos 2 veces, 3 veces siguientes, pero otra puedes faltarlo literalmente 20 veces. Así que no hacemos el truco, porque no merece la pena. Pues en la categoría de All Levels, déjame saltar, hijo de puta. En All Levels, en mi PB, sí lo hice, pero no quiero hacerlo otra vez. Pues no os miento. Hay muchos memes en la historia de este juego. Especialmente porque en la comunidad nos gustan los memes. Pero ahora mismo no me acuerdo de algún nombre. Como así. Ahora mismo, no sé por qué. Pues en el pasado había un skip, se llama el salto De salto de gusano. Worm, skip, skip, skip. ¿Otra vez? ¿En serio? Joder, qué mala suerte. En nombres tan creativos, exacto, exacto. Pues es que, a ver. En el pasado había un skip, se llama Hitler. Literalmente. Pero la razón por la que pusimos el nombre, literalmente era porque es que había un tiempo de un par de días en que en E% en este juego estaba muy fácil para hacerlo. Porque este juego es infamoso porque es muy difícil hacerlo. Y lo más difícil siempre es any%. Pero habíamos descubierto lo que se llama Dimension Skip. Y era facilísimo. Pero hace unos días he descubierto algo porque Bandycraft me enseñó un glitch en que puedes separar Crash y Cortex por zonas de carga. Y ¿cómo se dice? Creé una teoría en que podemos tirar Cortex a un punto de control. Y hace un par de días, buenas, ¿cómo andas? Hace un par de días en que he descubierto el truco. Pero lo peor es que la categoría ha cambiado. Su dificultad ha cambiado de facilísimo a difícil de nuevo. Era mi culpa y alguien literalmente lo llamó a Hitler. Es que porque está arruinado la categoría de nuevo. Pues era mi culpa. Era mi culpa, de hecho. Pero cuando regresé a la categoría, he hecho más fácil la mayoría de los trucos de any%, así que ya está más fácil hacerlo. Aparte de si quieres conseguir World Record. ¿Eh? Y buenas, Globo, ¿cómo andas? Very good Spanish, gracias. Pues que he estado practicando muchísimo para que mejore mi español, obviamente. Y es que voy a hacer este speedrun en una maratón presencial en México la semana que viene. Así que tengo que practicar mis comentarios en español. Pero bueno. Pues este stream es algo muy especial porque... porque normalmente mis streams son bilingües. Este stream... quiero que escribáis en español. Si podéis. Si pudieses. Si pudieseis. Joder. Pues claro. Eso sé. Es obvio que no soy nativo. Eso me doy cuenta. Pero gracias. Mierda. Pues es que especialmente tengo que practicar cómo explicar cosas. Pero es que... Es que durante la run... habrá otro comentarista, pero... quiero explicar algo de mí mismo. Infamoso, infame. Ok. ¿En serio? Me cago en todo, tío. Joder. Uf. Rip Cortex. Pues la meta para mí es conseguir el nivel C1. Antes de 2027. Ah, por cierto, es que cuando respawneas, puedes saltar. Pues sí. Lo digo lo mismo en Feminism. ¿Eh? ¿Cuál sería? Okay, I'm gonna say this in English because this probably needs to be said because this bro's gonna spend some extremely weird misinformation. I was explaining a skip that used to be called Hitler. It is no longer called Hitler, and the reason why was because any percent went from being extremely easy, which was unprecedented, to being extremely hard in a couple of days because of me. Somebody said lol Hitler skip and it stuck. That's pretty much what that's the whole story. I also never said feminism. It's because we name things after memes. Pues es que cuando why not apple skip? Because you don't use apples. Pues es que decir literalmente es algo... Pues digo lo mismo en inglés. Es un hábito. Cuando yo estoy pensando en algo. Es porque me falta el vocabulario suficiente para expresarme. Y estos tipos, por cierto, no pueden no pueden buscándote, no pueden buscarte si estás... Ay, no recuerdo cómo se dice crouch. Pero cuando estás en el agua, porque estás afuera de alguna... Agacharse. A ver. ¿Sabes que... ¿Sabes que... Eso lo hace... Eso lo hago. Pero gracias por la recomendación. Pues no me gusta escuchar la música. Por alguna razón, no sé. No sé cuál es la razón. Ah, vale, sí, entonces... Sí, normalmente veo algo de películas, por ejemplo, en doblajes castellanos para practicar. Y streaming también, pero depende porque también practico japonés. Y de hecho estoy estudiando ruso e italiano ahora mismo, pero no sé si quiero conseguir un nivel muy bien en italiano. Ruso, tal vez, no sé. Porque me gusta. Yo, tío. Porque me gusta el idioma, pero no sé exactamente. Vale, mi tío. Que te pases un buen día. Yo espero también. Y gracias. Te viene. Muy sus. Vale, gracias. Gracias, ok. Con gusto. Coge la gema, hijo de puta. Saludos. Pues sí, voy a saludarte. Joder. ¿En serio, tío? Come on. Venga, vamos, tío. Pero sí, gracias por pasarte. Y a ti también. Y aquí estamos seguros. Puedo morirme sin crashear el juego. Ok. El truco con el murciélago no está tan difícil. Pues puedes usar el D-pad para que haga más fácil el truco. Así que tienes que... aquí tienes que tirar Cortex con buen timing para parar la N para hacer un long jump. Pero es que soy tontísimo. Lo falté. No, no era un buen timing. ¿En serio? Déjame saltar, porfa. Claro, ya estoy... ya me doy cuenta. ¿Cuándo voy a decirlo? Ok. El truco que hice se llama Uka Skip. En que saltas el boss fight. Y aquí vamos a hacer eso para ir al bounce y vamos a morir. Para no decir. Prácticamente. Ah. Tienes razón. Pues en inglés decimos filler words. Palabras como así. Como así. Palabras así. Por escribir rápido en teclado. No te preocupes. Pero sí, es que... Si estás en mi chat y quieres, quieres escribir en español, todo bien. No importa si estoy hablando en inglés. No importa si la mayoría del chat está en inglés. Puedes escribir en español como quieras. A mí no me importa. En serio. Caca. Ah, por cierto, el estimado de mi run es 1 hora 20. ¿Mother? Pero no es una buena run. Ok. Es un buen ciclo. Fácil. Me cago en todo. Buenas, gracias por la suerte. Ok. Ah, por cierto, superior. Si quieres aprender algo de esa run, de esta run. Dime. Tú me dices. Especialmente porque ahora mismo estoy... Pues prácticamente... estoy practicando explicar cosas en español de este juego. ¿En serio? Ok. No me dejo... Me dejo saltar, joder. Mi corta es Hoverskip. Creo que no merece la pena hacerlo ahora mismo. Pero puedo enseñártelo si quieres. En la hoverboard. Y espero que funcione. Pues es que hay un... Cuando estás... Pues no exactamente... Estás por encima de la tierra, pero es que hay colisión en que puedes subir. En que tenéis que mantener pulsado R1. Vale, Dark Soul. Pues es que tienes que subir la hoverboard. Pero es que si subes demasiado, vas a estar en en la zona de carga en que está el jefe o el boss. Pero normalmente lo hago lo suficiente. Pero es que tienes que bajar cuando cruzas la zona de carga. Porque si Crash sube más, no va a estar en la... ¿Cómo se dice? Exactamente, en la cueva. Crash no va a estar en la cueva. Así que... es muy difícil. Y normalmente... wow. What the fuck? No he jugado Dark Souls. Whoa, I just got 2 raids. Double raid. Why am I getting double raided? Yo, thanks for the good luck. Yo, Vorodak, thanks for the good luck. Thanks for the double raid, guys. I know I have on screen that it says I will be speaking most of the time in Spanish. I'll make an exception because because you guys raided me. Appreciate the raids. So basically, just to at least explain a little bit about what's going on, I'm doing a marathon run of Crash Twinsanity 100% next week in Mexico, in person. It'll be on Friday, April 3rd. And so basically, like, this stream, you will be hearing a lot more Spanish than I usually do. Thanks for the raid, Vorodak. O si hablas español, o sea, sus espectadores saben español. Gracias por el raid. Estoy practicando para una maratón presencial en México. Yo, sir. But yeah, basically, no pressure. Twinsanity transcends language. You are correct. I mean, I don't know... I don't know which language exactly I should be speaking right now. If you could at least clarify whether I should be at least, like, doing, you know, like, greeting people in English or Spanish, that would be great. Greek should do fine. Imagine. Will I be playing the game in Spanish? I can't. My Xbox is actually set to Spanish right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems that I would need to buy a Spanish disc for the dub to actually be on, the dub to be in Spanish. Es el momento de hablar Spanglish. NTSC version doesn't have Spanish. Doesn't really know Spanish? Okay, that's good. Then get a Spanish disc, bozo. Okay, buy me one then, bitch. So yeah, that's why I'm so far behind right now. Giga. Greek, I apologize. I don't know any Greek. You're not following? Let's change that. I appreciate the follow. Guido. About French? I mean, I have like a very low B1 in French. Time to learn Greek then. I mean, so funny thing, by the way. The Greek accent is very close to Madrid. The Madrid accent, so I could. Maybe someday. I guess I could learn a couple of words. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Am I winning? Not really. Well, I got 2 raids. I guess I'm winning. Learn ancient Greek, then start citing Aristotle. Aristotle. Merci beaucoup. I speak Japanese, too.
Let my brother go.
My crystals. Try to learn Finnish? No way. What would I want to learn to say in Greek? I don't know. Like, I guess hello and thank you. Isn't she delightful? Je sais pas le français. Un phoque me poussait dans la douche. I got the slow death again. Suck my dick. You have to decide between learning Latin or Greek. Greek might be more fun, to be honest. write it crudely. You can write it in Greek. I can read Cyrillic, so I should be able to read it, technically. Ah! I shouldn't be alive right now. Not even close. Gela Efharletu. Enjarleto? Okay, maybe not. I tried, okay? Oh. Efjarista? Gia? Efjaristo.
Ah, yes. The old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds.
Knowing Cyrillic would be helpful in GeoGuessr. Cyrillic is extremely easy to learn. Oh, like, it can take... It'd take you a week. It's not hard to learn. It's extremely easy. I didn't even set that up. I'm cracked.
I'm stuck!
Evharisto.
Evil scientist in the world!
Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse? I would say that I would teach everybody how to say hello and thank you in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to say that stuff. Greek is a little harder. Like, I mean, well, I guess depending on how you want to say hi in Japanese, because, like, there's, you know, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo, yo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. And then thank you is arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou, domo. You'd like to know more? What would you like to learn? I could probably teach you a couple of things. I mean, also to say thank you, sometimes you say gomen nasai. Because you're burdening the other person. So instead of saying, you know, thank you, you would say gomen nasai. Or gomen. Every object on the screen right now in Japanese? No. I mean, I could teach colors, I could teach a number. Ah, no! Run's dead. So we start again. Well, like, yeah, if anybody wants to learn some stuff in Japanese, I don't mind teaching a few things. You have to be aware of social interactions, yeah. I guess if you want to know where the train station is. How do you say good luck? Good luck on the run. Good luck this. They don't have a word for good luck. They also don't have the same culture. I mean, I guess if you want to like translate it culturally, you could say gambatte kudasai or gambarou ne. But I mean, do they say good karma? No. It's just like gambatte kudasai. But gambatte gambaru means to do your best. It doesn't mean like good luck. It means do your best. But if you literally want to wish somebody good luck in Japanese, and this is a streamer thing, you would just say good luck desu. Gambare, gambare, gambare senpai. Learning the markers in Japanese electrical poles purely for GeoGuessr. I have no idea how to. I don't know what they would say, though. If you would want to know what electricity is, it's denshi. And Den uses the kanji. It's very close to the kanji for rain, which is ame, but it's slightly different. Don't say anything, just numbers? I have no idea then. I mean, I lived in Japan, but I can't, like, tell you or distinguish. I can't distinguish those. I mean, one of the things that you could probably check for is if you see a parking lot and then look up in Jisho Manzoku, which you would spell in Roman characters Manzoku. Manzoku. If you see that, it's probably Japan. One of the ways you could identify Japan is also through hiragana. Like, if you don't know Japanese, you will not be able to distinguish between Chinese and Japanese characters. It's impossible. I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Oops. That doesn't work. That's how many numbers you know. The Japanese uses two different writing systems, or two different number systems for counting, which would be up to 10. I hit the cutscene trigger. I actually went back up, but it didn't matter because I was too far to the right. Or, well, technically left from the normal perspective, so I was not inside of it anyways. So the standard way to count in Japanese would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then it goes up to 100, then it goes up to man, then it goes 10万、100万、億。But then also the other numbers would be 一、二、三、四、五つ、五つ、六つ、9つ、よ。 ku, and then to. Yeah, to is 10. And you do need to know the differences between them, because they use them for different things, though a lot of times, instead of shi, they will say yong. Like how I said yonshaku, because you don't say shihyaku, that just sounds weird. Skip 200, 300, etc. You hate how it goes. Oh, that's super easy. How do you say nut skip? I don't fucking know. Natto skip. Okay, so there's a very easy explanation as to why it goes from hyaku to byaku. So let me put it to you like this. So it's like this. The sound changes happen because you're doing a compound. So let me give an example. Sky is sora, for example, but blue sky is aozora, because aozora sounds a little weird. It's more difficult to say quickly than saying aozora, because your vocal cords are already vibrating. Now here's the other thing, and I'm gonna kind of like hit you with something else. So there is the word senpai. Now, the thing about senpai is it comes from two words, or two components, which would be seng with an N at the end. It's not an M, it is an N. And then hai. However, here's the thing, is that when you put an N and an H, it is difficult to say, depending on certain circumstances, sen hai. See how that sounds kind of weird? Usually you would say that with an and then with an you wouldn't say senpai, you would say senpai. Yeah, I know. I got rated, so it's all caused by sound changes. It's a very logical system. Can I teach Japanese and Spanish? No, not at the moment. So, the reason why these sound changes happen is just because it is combining the words together. And it's not that bad, really, because it's like, the general rule is that if the first component ends with an and the next one is a ha, it's just gonna be a pa. So it'll just be senpai, for example. Usually. Which is kind of depressing. I mean, you just need time. Time is the only thing you need. Like, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 700, 800, 900, man. All of it is just sound changes. It's like, you think of it as a rule. It's not a rule, it's a sound change. And most sound changes in languages are very, like, they're natural. You wouldn't think so, but the thing is like, sound changes are usually very natural. If you're getting confused with them, think about what sounds better. If it sounds better, it's probably correct. If it doesn't sound better, it's probably wrong. Like, I will give you an example. I'll say, like, one dog. Inu ihiki. That sounds weird. But if I say inu ippiki, that kind of sounds... that sounds better. More words from kanji apps? That is not gonna help. Like, learning strictly from, like, kanji is not exactly very easy. Because the thing is if you think about how the Japanese learn it, they already know the words, so then they associate it with the kanji. what a lot of foreigners do is they try to either do it at the exact same time, or they think that the reading comes first, which is how we generally learn languages. But the problem is that our systems are so different, it can't work that way. So a lot of people will try to drown themselves in the 2,200 fucking kanji you have to learn, and it's like, you will never learn properly that way unless you're a fucking genius. Like, it is much better to be able to take something and then associate it with the kanji than the other way around. Because if you do it the other way around, you just will get frustrated and you will just not learn the language. That doesn't mean that you should skip on it. Absolutely not, because in order to understand how to, like, make compound words and stuff, you have to learn how to read, because you won't understand the basis of the language if you don't. But a lot of people try to, like, say, if you're learning Spanish as an English speaker, or English as a Spanish speaker, you don't need to go through those. Because, like, the thing is that you already know how to read, you just have to learn how to pronounce stuff. But that's basically the entire idea behind it. And a lot of people, and I'm going to dispel this right now, language learning doesn't take discipline. If you are forcing yourself to do something, you're doing it wrong. 100%. You will fail, you will stop, you will lose motivation. Nobody has infinite willpower. You have to do something that you enjoy doing with it. It has to be at least somewhat fun. You have to relate to it somehow. You have to like it somehow. And if you're just not enjoying it, you will not learn it. It's just not possible unless you are a genius. And I highly doubt that anybody in here is a genius. It just takes time, and you need to not listen to those Reddit comments online like, oh, you have to study 5 hours a day. I study 170 words a day. I had somebody... I shit you not, by the way. I had somebody who was saying he was studying like 170 words like a night ago when he was talking, and said like, I do all this studying, I look on Reddit for the best advice, and I'm like, Choshi wa dou? And he's like, huh? And here's the thing, Choshi wa dou is a pretty common Japanese expression. It is a fairly common Japanese expression. It just means, what's up, what's going on? Huh? No, that's Joshi. I said Choshi. Choshi wa dou. Choshi is like happenings. Do is like how. Yeah, choshi is like things that happen. Josh with a j is it is basically like the thing that they would use for not exactly female, but it is an equivalent. Like jostoire is bathroom for girls, for example. Danjo is actually the relationship between man and women, because you have dan, which comes from otoko, and then jo, which comes from onna. And you put them together, it becomes danjo, which generally means the relationship between men and women, because, well, you put man and woman together. But the thing is that if you study Japanese, if you study a language, you will not understand these contexts. And the thing is that the guy, he's been studying Japanese, I think, for like 2 years or something, and it's like, he was trying to size me up. I'm like, all I had to say was, choshi wa dou? Or I could say something like, ima America ni nani ga hayatteru? And he's just gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Because these are, like, expressions and things that you learn from talking to Japanese people. And also breaking that gap, because if a Japanese person thinks that you're like, oh, that's cute, he's trying to learn Japanese, they will not treat you and teach you things. They're going to really dumb down their language because they don't know how to determine or discern when a foreigner actually really wants to learn stuff, and they know Japanese is really hard. But if you have levels of competence, they will teach you stuff. And the thing is if you go through and you do all that stuff, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm, like, really great, I know this language, it's like, no, you don't. I would say, I mean, I'm not great at Japanese, don't get me wrong. My Japanese is barely conversational. But that is basically what I'll say, is that, like, you have to do what you like doing. And I have two things, because I already basically learned Spanish to a decent degree of fluency when I started Japanese. Second of all, like, I didn't follow stupid advice from stupid people. If you were to try to learn Spanish at some point because you just don't understand or speak it, what would be the least challenging way to do it? What do you like to do? Like, that is a big question. Like, do you like to read? Do you like to listen to music? Do you like talking to people? Do you like playing video games? Do you like watching movies? What am I doing? Okay. All of those except reading. Okay. So, at the very beginning, you will have to learn a basic vocabulary. That's just how all of that works. You have to, like, you know, you'll have to learn some levels of basic grammar. You know, you need to have a vocabulary. Do I have a favorite Japanese band and singer? My favorite Japanese band is Zutomayo. But I don't listen to a lot of Japanese music. So, the recommendation is you do need to have a vocabulary. You have to, like, study a little bit, and you have to learn some levels of the language, like very basic verb conjugations, prepositions, and you could study that for a little bit, like using flashcards or whatever. You know, lightly. You will have to do it, unfortunately. Unless you're already good enough at absorbing stuff. If you're good at absorbing stuff, you know, like say you already learned a second language, and you learned it through absorption, a good thing to do is to find something that has both English, or, well, both subtitles in the language, the dub is in the language, but also in your native language or a language you are comfortable in. And then write down a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, then just do it that way. The easiest way is just to, like, you know, read stuff, or, like, listen to stuff, read subtitles. You want to be a little better, be conversational? Yeah. I mean, then you could probably do stuff like Duolingo or something to kind of, like, at least get a little bit of it. You know, like, they're gonna ask you questions like, oharai hoho wa nan desu ka? Or, like, kuro ni Irimasu ka? Which means, like, do you need a bag? Atatakemasen ka? Should I warm it up for you? Money heist that made you want to learn Spanish? Yeah, the best thing to do is literally just, you know, do something that you have fun doing. Because if you are not thinking about learning it, you will learn it. Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. If you're not thinking about learning it, you will learn it. That's the thing. It's like, the more you struggle, the harder it's going to be. If you're having fun doing it, that's the important bit. If you're interested in how it sounds, you know, maybe you like some of the culture, maybe you like the food, maybe you have some friends that speak the language, watch a lot of anime, you learn little by little, that will work for what you're trying to do. As long as you have a connection to the language. You will eventually learn the language, whether you want to or not. Like Spanish, I've been learning by streaming, talking, consuming content. I don't like listening to music in other languages. I don't like, I don't really like Spanish music. I don't really like Japanese music all that much. There's songs I like, but I don't care much about it. I like to read manga. I like to watch anime. That is mainly how I learned how to speak Japanese. And I've been taking classes to supplement it. Yeah. People say don't do that. No, that establishes a level of connection. By the way, this pace is false. So yeah. So you know what to apologize for when you fumble? Yeah, you have to learn cultural contexts too, but trust me, it's just so cool sounding, even if it's not fluent. Such fascinating. Spanish does sound pretty cool. Some of the Japanese people I've talked to have said, like, dude, Spanish sounds really cool. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. It's really hard, though. Like, knowing how to conjugate verbs sucks. Having to know, what gender a word is, kind of, it's annoying. It works. It'd be cool to say. You accidentally learned to curse in most of those. Your English teacher always told you how difficult Spanish is to learn. Yes, the Spanish is difficult to learn. You're Finnish? Oh. You will learn Spanish very easily then. Just think of verbs as declensions, and you'll be fine. Also, yo, Blackette. You know a girl in London that teaches Japanese over there? I mean, yeah. If that's your connection to the language, I I missed that? You're kidding. Easier for anybody who speaks English? Probably. It's not true. No Spanish dialect except for Chilean is easier or harder to learn. Yo Chilinski. I'm speaking English because I got rated twice. So, no, Spanish is not easier for anybody who speaks English.
I've never been so humiliated. No,
Most people come to Mexico to learn Spanish, yes. Yeah. What is my native language? I speak English. English is my native language. I'm American. I'm just a very rare exception because I know 3 languages. Well, if we talk in American terms, I know like 7, but I am conversational in 3 languages. I am able to have conversation in English, obviously, because it's my native language. Spanish, and Japanese. I have levels of fluency in French, Italian, Portuguese. I am A1 in Russian. Are there any other languages I'd like to pick up? I've been thinking of either Tagalog or Greek. I mean, Greek is partially because it's just like I wouldn't have to learn how to... I wouldn't need to learn the accent. I know the accent. Because it's pretty much the same as me in Spanish, just with some extra steps. New pronunciation rules. You want to learn that? Taught you basic shit in English. Yeah, that makes sense. Be fun. Yeah. I don't have Japanese selected in the tags or like in my title just because I'm not confident enough to read. I only know about 1,000 kanji. If someone wants to learn Spanish, yeah. The nice thing about Spanish speakers is Spanish speakers love it when you learn Spanish. If you ever want to become friends with a Mexican, there is one key phrase that you must know. La tuya por si acaso. All you have to do is just, they say something in Spanish, you say, la tuya por si acaso, they're like, eh, no mames, güey. Él sabe todo, güey. Chale, güey, qué pedo. Oh, it's because so it means you two just in case, and just in case. So it's basically you didn't understand what the person said, so you're saying if you insulted me, you too, just in case. And it is a thing where, like, if a Mexican hears you say that, they're like, yo, he fucking knows. This guy's friends for life. Yeah, humor is very large in Latin American culture. But, yeah, Mexican culture is pretty big. So if you ever don't know how to make friends with a Mexican, that's all you have to do. I'm not even kidding. This isn't a stereotype. This is like a very positive thing. I have done it myself. Like, you could literally say, so you're writing this down? La tuya por si acaso. That's all you have to say. You too. But that's an answer to an insult, yeah. You two, just in case.
Looks like we'll have to wring it out of him. Embryo, get changed.
Yeah, if he ever says something in Spanish, say la tuya por si acaso. You're in for a good time. Yeah, you have to say por si acaso. Because that means just in case. Latin Americans are some of the easiest people to get along with that I have noticed. But just knowing stuff, yeah, just a bunch of silly little guys. That's very accurate. Boing, boing, boing. Ah, got me down. That is also one of the reasons why I'm very well known in the Spanish-speaking Halo speedrunning community, because I am also just I'm a very silly guy. I get along very well with just about everybody. Not self-glazing. Understandable. Wow, 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 wow.
Come along!
Come along!
To the Psychotron!
I remember, Pedro once told me I am todo el pendejo. Okay, this is where things get different. Oh, I'm missing all of those gems. Don't be an asshole. No. New strats? No, I messed up the route.
You monster! Let my brother go!
My crystals!
Todo el pendejo. Or todo pendejo, something like that.
Thanks to Perky here. Must be repaired, and only one person can help. My niece.
Hi, niece. Nina Cortex. Isn't she delightful? Obviously, I've made a few modifications. Here and there. Quickly! To my private dirigible! Set a course for Madame Amberley's Academy of Evil!
I'm about to lose a lot of time.
Come along.
I don't even know why I came up here. Because, to be honest, coming up here was a very bad idea. Yeah, he said he didn't mean that in a mean way. I don't know why I did it this way. Just between the boys, yeah. I haven't actually grabbed this gem this way in fucking years, so I have no idea what to do. Because they're stressed out. Well, le cae bien. Yep. Usually throw some Japanese in there for your entertainment with my beautiful voice. I don't think my voice is that beautiful, but thank you. ¿De qué parte? Creo que Pedro está en el norte. Es pendejo, asshole, or dumb. Kind of both. Creo que Pedro es del norte. Dumb asshole. Has a ring to it. Supongo que podemos regresar al español. Especialmente porque tengo que... ¿Cómo se dice? Tengo que practicar. Pero buenas, Cholinsky. ¿Cómo andas? Palapa. ¿Se ve divertido? Más o menos sí. Rule is ours. I wasn't able to do so when I was 18. It took me 7 years to be able to train the muscle. Because the left side of my tongue is actually weak. So I have to roll my R's in a weird way. Pues es que... cuando era joven no pude realizar el sonido rrr hasta que tenía 25 años. Y creo que es porque se llama rotracismo. Vale. Pero es que, a ver, falta, ¿cómo se dice? Las fuerzas en los músculos de mi lengua, creo. Así que no puedo exactamente hacerlo naturalmente. Por alguna razón, el lado de, de la derecha está más fuerte del otro lado de mi lengua, así que por alguna razón no puedo hacerlo también. Sí, tengo rotracismo. Rotracismo, sí. Vais a ver cuando estoy en México. Normalmente cuando hago el sonido rrr, la lengua está por el lado en vez de el centro de mi boca. Creo que es muy débil mi lengua. No sé exactamente cuál es la razón por la que no puedo hacerlo bien. Pues en español, porque prácticamente, porque sé japonés. A veces me cuesta pronunciar oraciones con R's y L's. No me pasa en inglés, solo en español. Tal vez sea puertorriqueño, no sé. ¿Quién sabe? Plot twist. Nah, es que no tengo familia hispanohablante. Your tax refund? Whoa, hold up. Dio is cooking? Bro should just get a Tink 5X. Or a 5X or something. Pues, ya veráis. Ya veréis. Es que soy el único en mi familia que sabe español. También soy el único que sabe japonés. Y creo que soy... Creo que soy el único que sabe más de 2 idiomas. Y la mayoría de mi familia no sabe más de un idioma. Pero la razón por la que he aprendido español era porque me gustó. Simplemente. Solo porque me gustó. Pero al principio quería aprender francés. Aunque en el instituto no había francés, solo español. Pues ya sabes. Hablo castellano. En España se llama instituto. Te sientes viejo. Tienes menos años de yo, ¿verdad? Que yo, ¿verdad? Tengo 31 años. Jolines, tío. Tienes 30, vaya. Qué viejo eres. No más un viejito, güey. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 20 y ya. Viejo. De nada. O sea, eres anciano. El sabroso viejo. El sabroso viejito, güey. La neta, güey. A ver. Conocí en persona. Pedro Picapiedra. ¿Ok? That I pronounce, it sounds like an L. The L of F. Oh, you mean the H sound? El de la caricatura. The other funny one? Yeah? Huh? Like when I say like la razón por la que. Viejo. Oh, that's just a th. If I say it really slowly, I say la razón por la que. Which languages would I consider learning? I've considered Greek. Yeah, in Spain, they pronounce the the S and Z differently. So, like, in Latin America, they would say razón. They might say razón, but I say razón. And sometimes the N becomes an in Latin America. So some people might say razón, and some people might say razón. But no, that's just a th sound. I use it in English a lot, too. Because, well, we use it in English. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué hay hecho en la cámara? Joder. Oh. Ya lo he pillado. Let's go, dude. Okay. I'm going for it. Does the language have a rule? If it's an S or a soft C? Okay. Hold up. Best seg? Best sex. Imagine. Imagine me having sex. Crazy.
To the airship! Quickly!
Pero no saben. Gonna take a shower. BRB. Have fun in the shower, I guess.
Renditation.
Madam Amberly.
So, Cry Baby Cortex is all grown up. And see you found employment as a barber.
We know what Ali likes. We know he likes women with the gigantic knockers.
Little firm.
I'm an evil scientist.
Too bad sex isn't real because you'd love to have it with Amberly. Oh dear fuck. El strat es quedarse por el lado de esa cosa. Y la razón por la que estoy disparando es para que Cortex se queda en esta animación en que no va a hacer algo para impulsar a sí mismo al lado. Para no deshacer el strat. Wow.
Come along!
Cavern Catastrophe. ¿Quién sabe cómo se dice en español?
Ahorra 2 segundos.
¿2 segundillos? Joder. Las traducciones suelen ser muy malas. Entendible.
Come now, as we explore a new dimension! It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
As we explore a new dimension! It should have been 2
Okay.
dimensions, but we ran out of time.
Ok. Pues es que todo el mundo no le gusta Cavern. Todo el mundo no le gusta. Catastróficas, no. Creo que no.
My daughter,
Niece!
we must do something. Think, Cortex, think!
El resto de la run, todo el resto no es tan malo que Cavern. Sexo con Cortex, no digas eso. Vale, chicos. ¿Creéis que estoy preparado para mames o qué? Hablando de los comentarios. Vale. Carrea. Pues... ya sabes, Alex va a hacer casi todos los comentarios. Ah, me cago. La cago.
Come along!
¿Cómo es posible que pueda conseguir un sub hora 10? ¿Cómo es posible? Etarran fue horrible. Okay. First try. No sé si quiero hacer otra run. Superior. ¿Quieres que te enseñe algo después de esa run?
There they are. Let her go. Take me.
Take me instead.
¿Un nivel o algo así? Ok. Ok. Se puede hover skip. Solo tienes que... creo que tengo un vídeo para eso. Hijo de la gran puta. Es más, es muy difícil explicarlo bien, hover skip. Porque no puedo hacer save states. Y no tengo ganas de hacer setup de un emulador. Perdón. ¡No! Uf. ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Ok. Ok. La razón por la que hay un softlock es porque Crash no está en la cueva. Tienes que meter a Crash en la cueva. Damn. ¿Es Ice Climb? Nada mal. Me cago en todo.
Stronghold of evil. This
This
is
is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
Mi nivel favorito es Boiler. Es divertido, pero muy difícil. La mayoría de los runners no les gusta. Porque hay peligro. Pero a mí no. El Gravemind de Crash. Puede ser. Ok. Técnicamente este nivel es el Gravemind. Está bien difícil. Ok. No. Get up there. There you go. Pues soy el único que que puede hacer es estos strats en full game al fin de la run. Es la cabra. You can ask Dio just how difficult pulling this off in any percent is. And the strats are almost the same in 100%. I can pull them off in full game. At the end of a 100% run. This is an insane fucking antagony too, what the fuck? This is the third time I've gotten ball glitch today. This Antagony is, like, really fucking insane. This might be best seg pace. If I don't get a best seg, it's because of that clip that I just took too long to get. Yeah, I'm gonna get a one of the best games ever and some tips on learning Spanish. Yep, that makes that sounds about right with my streams. If I didn't spend so long on that door clip, this would have been a best egg. That's the sad part. It took, like, no damage. Yo, Firebolt, thanks for the good luck. And that is a sub 110. GG wee. Okay, I think I will do one more run. However, I am going to do a cheeky any percent run. Gracias. We'll do a cheeky any percent run, and then we'll do one more run, and then cheeky bash 200. Imagine. Cheeky nut skip. Okay. if any percent didn't have Hub 1, if any Wow, okay. That's an unexpected death. If any percent didn't have Hub 1, I would probably still be grinding any percent. Because Hub 1 is so bad. That's what I get for shitting on Hub 1, basically, yeah. There we go. Chicken bacon wrap has been devoured. Based. Actually, I think I'm kind of sufficiently, I think I'm actually sufficiently warmed up. I think I'll just end after this.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold of evil.
This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
Está mandándome mensajes la mujer. Es la razón por la que quiero terminar el stream. XDD. Tell nobody. I'm a little low on lives, so... Okay. Bing. Bing. Yo, Div, thanks for the good luck. I've actually kind of decided I'm too tired to continue streaming after this. I do have some things I have to do too. I have to call the pharmacy. And then stuff. Dio, I hope you're taking notes. Bite me? Your funeral, pal. No! Crash decided to have no speed. You're welcome. Why the fuck is Cortex going over there? I'm gonna grab this life real quick. Normalized. There we go. Did you guys see Crash just fucking like teleport weirdly right there? Dio, you can talk shit after you get a sub 11. This still might even be a sub 11, by the way. Okay, let me see here. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. If I get this first try, then, yeah, this might not sub then. Okay, there we go. Damn it. Oh. Hey, Dio, I got some bad news for you, buddy. This is faster than your PB. I know, right? Do you see how he treats me? Maybe you shouldn't talk shit first. I just told you to take some notes, buddy. Rip Dio. Oh. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Dio, I have finished about 14 runs faster than your PB, my man. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. I'm tired. Also, yeah, thanks for the follows, guys. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. Maybe there's, maybe Stu's streaming or something. Thanks for the Spanish stream. Yeah, I probably won't be doing that many of these, but... Nope, I don't see anybody that I'm gonna raid.
For all these years, I've been wrong about you.
Really trying to send a message? Oh no, I'm just saying, don't talk shit, you get hit. So yeah, today was a pretty good stream. I will be streaming tomorrow, though I will not be streaming on, I won't be streaming on YouTube. Or maybe I will, I don't know. I'll think about it. So, yeah. Have fun. Everybody.